Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. This is Comics News Today. I am Chester C. Busby III, as always. Very happy to be sitting here and chatting with you. And I see John Diller's already jump in here. He says, late as usual. Dude, I am never late.
How
Check.
about you kiss my toes, John Dillard? You gaming man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Guest,
got nothing.
you
I
Gaston
got
falling,
nothing.
you Gaston
Uh,
falling. Anyways, we're always on time.
what do you mean,
You
why is
what?
Chester late? Chester is always on time. Check your watches, boys.
Always.
Yeah,
Always. Even if it's seconds late, it's still on time. Okay? All right. But nevertheless, guys, we're really happy to see you guys here. Of course, we do the comics news every day. We're looking forward to the fun and interesting stories. We've got a couple of controversial ones too. That should be fun. Don't forget all our links down below. Of course, the most important ones there are the one that's part of Fan Speak on Facebook. And of course, that group's up to 160 members, man. I'm really happy. It's growing and growing, and thank you very much. And of course, if you guys want to be on the show here and talk to me, there was a couple people that seemed to be, and we would get them on here. Just check out my Facebook and Twitter and tell me to put you on the show. And of course, also if you want to be on the show, the fan speak, not excuse me, the fan edition of Drawn and Quartered, you can contact me there too. Of course, you can talk to Pixel Trader as well. Let's see, there the 2 minutes. No, dude. No. Lorenzo Slisek says, Hi, Chester. Joshua. John Dillard gave me the system. He's being very polite. Hail, Raven. Oh, another Raven fan. Dennis Peruk is here. Like Gandalf, we arrived precisely when you intended. Yes, sir. That is right. And of course, you guys can help us out by hitting that share button and letting everybody know that we're on so they can come over. Although, as you guys know, we're on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time always. But we were thinking
Always.
about maybe changing that, huh, guys?
Maybe.
yes, maybe.
Maybe by an hour or so. Because people seem to creep in a lot more when we're about to wrap up, huh?
It does. Maybe 9 would be
Eh.
a more comfortable time. And originally I had chosen the 8 p.m. because it was in between basically what Mike and Ethan and other streamers were doing. But now that they don't seem to care when they come on and they just kind of float around aimlessly, it doesn't really seem to matter.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't
it's
know. I mean, we are consistent at 8 o'clock,
we are.
so
Yeah.
and a lot of people know that if we have a show, we have it at 8 p.m. Eastern. So
Hmm.
even if the notifications don't hit, or they don't look at their social media, they know, 8 o'clock Eastern,
It's true.
it's our show.
Yeah, but
So
but we could also as easily be consistent at 9 o'clock. I don't know what to think about that.
true
You
enough.
guys give us some comments here in the chat, or just go down in the comments themselves and let us know what you think. You think 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time would be a better window for us, or is this good where we are? Whatever it is, we of course will stay consistent on whatever that decision is. But we're having a ton of fun over here, man. I'm really happy I put this channel together, and I had all these people come and join me and be involved. I mean, how many people now do we have that are part of FanSpeak that we've had come on here and speak live? And we'd love to have more of you guys come on and speak live with us as well.
At least 7.
More than that, actually. I think
More.
it's like
Goodness me.
30 plus, dude. But it's really cool. I'm having a great time, and we get to talk about news. The good thing about it too, I'm learning more about comic books, which I didn't really think was particularly possible, seeing as I am a lifelong comic nerd. But dude, I've learned a lot about comics since I've been doing this. It's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
because
learned a little.
I mean, think about it. You watch a movie, you think you know everything until you actually go on the other side of the screen and actually work
Yeah,
on building the props,
that
writing the
is
scripts,
that is true.
directing,
Yeah,
and all that
absolutely.
stuff.
EJ Morgs is in here. He says, if 9 is better for all of you, go for it. Yeah, no, I think that's
It's
the
it's not so much it's better for us. We're wondering if it's better for the audience. So
yes,
we
yes.
just made the observation that more people creep in around that time.
Yeah, well, it is true, and it's a truthful one too, because but for me personally, the time I have now works best for me, simply because of my scheduling. Moving in an hour up would be tight a couple of days. It would be a little rough on me. Well, we'll see how it goes. Because as it sits right now, because I'm balancing this show amongst the other things I'm having to do for Tales Beyond the Gate, and amongst I actually have two businesses, that I run. Now, one of them is more seasonal, so it's not that big a deal. Although I'm coming into March, which is a big season for me, beginning of the season. And the other one is a day-to-day thing, though. But yeah, wow, time management is an issue. That is for sure.
Hmm.
How about
I can
you,
stream
Booster?
anytime.
Yeah,
I can stream anytime. I have no life.
this is true. This is
I'm a
true.
very sad man, and this is the only thing worth something in my existence.
Well, there you go. And we're happy to have you too, man. Booster,
I
you
love
are
getting
you are very
emotional
special.
validation. I love the emotional validation, Chester. It make me very happy.
Yeah, but usually we bust your balls. I don't know about emotional validation. I mean,
Well, I just like any attention,
oh,
negative,
I see.
positive. Just I just need the attention, honestly.
Well, there it is
I'm a
then.
really sad man.
March Air is in here. He says hello all. Hello to you. Joshua thinks it's fine the way it is. Cool. We're getting a lot of people saying hello to each other, which is cool. We got J-Pot Studios in here. I've learned 99.99998 of what I know about comics right here on this show. Oh, aren't you sweet? Thank you very
Oh,
much.
thank you. That is a lot of information we're apparently throwing around. You must not have known much about comics before this show.
Well, dude, there is some. We have some really informative guests, and of course, you guys and have a lot of knowledge as well. I mean, we joke around with Booster and stuff, but we also notice that you are very knowledgeable about comic books, dude. And of course, we have the
Oh, thank you.
encyclopedia that is the Denali Lama. Liam
Hmm.
Gray's in here, and he says, "Yeah, but I will check in on him later." I see he's talking to someone else. Okay, I'll stay out of that. John Dillard seems to have an opinion. I'm sure it's going to be good. I'm sure
Hmm.
it's not going to be directed at anyone in particular. So let me read it. Okay. Pick your time slot whenever it may be, then stick to it. The drop off people speak doesn't really exist, and you're not actually in competition with the big guys yet. You do you. Now, it's true. We're not in competition with them at all, of course. We just would rather. Initially, I was just trying to find a hole where it would be more beneficial, and now I've gotten to the point that it's like, screw the hole, you know. So, anyway, Dave's here and he says hello. But let's move on to our stories that we're going to be talking about today. And we do, like I said, we got some interesting ones. And I'm going to start off with one. And it could be potentially, possibly a rant. Just maybe. A little bit of a rant.
Uh-oh.
Just a mini rant. How about that? I'll do
Super
mini rant.
rants.
No, no, no.
Hmm.
Mini rants. Mini
Supernova
rants.
rants. Okay. All right.
Mini rants. Okay.
All
Now,
right. Surprise me.
okay, you guys got to help me out here because you guys in the chat too got to help me out. Let me take a look at this here.
Uh-oh.
This is CBR.com. Okay. All right. So we
Yep.
have why the Last Man TV Land series order debut date. Now, Megan Damore. Don't want to pick on you there, Megan, but maybe you need an editor, Megan, because this right here. Let me read it again just to make sure, because I could be an idiot for all we know, right? Why the Last Man TV Land series order debut date? This is not English. These are words that
Yeah.
have been spit out onto a page and smudged.
Mm,
Megan.
mm. That's very strange. What is she doing? What
She
are you
wants to
doing,
say the
McGann?
the Last Man lands TV series lands an order for a TV series and a upcoming debut date or something like that. This is
Right.
ridiculous. Ridiculous. Editor, please.
And and you wonder why our reading level goes down the drain. I have to I have to go back and start reading those hard books to
Yeah,
get proper grammatical
that's right. But
structure.
I mean, come on, Denali. We see mistakes all the time, but that's really bad. That's a headline, dude. Where is the editor? Who's in charge
I
of
don't
this place?
I don't I think this is a glorified blog. They post it up and they don't care unless they draw controversy. Kind of like Bleeding Cool when the then editor in chief was positive to Vox Day and John Del Rose, I think, and
Oh,
got subsequently fired.
oh.
I mean, I mean, uh, promoted upward to another position where he can't do anything.
Well, all that
But
aside.
speaking of which, yes, it's you have to read it several times to get what it means.
Mhm.
Just because you string words together doesn't mean it makes sense.
No. And of course,
Yeah, I kind of
the
get what
little
she's
over,
trying to say.
you get it. And of course, it's said correctly
Yeah,
here. A television adaptation of Brian K. Vaughan and Pia Guerrera's Why the Last Man has been ordered to a series at FX, titled simply Why. The series will premiere on network. in 2020 on the network in 2020. Okay, now it's very clear, kinda, even though there's still typos in there. Jesus.
Hmm.
According to the official series description, all of the men are dead but one. Now, of course, most of us here know what Y is. It's a very famous comic book, and
Mm.
they've been talking about making this a TV series forever. So, Denali, is there anything new in this article, or is it just more of the talk?
More of the talk, just that they FX will be the network and it will premiere 2020 sometimes.
Mm.
That's basically it. And then they talk about the whole comic book and how it's amazing, about the whole blah blah blah, and yakety yak.
Mm.
I don't
What?
actually think it was that SJW for its time, but I
Not
really
really.
do dread what a concept like this would turn out to be like in this political climate. It's a terrifying concept. Did you see in some of the quotes there, right? They were talking about how they're going to explore gender and gender roles and race. It's like, what does race have to
Right,
do with it?
right.
Yeah, nothing at all. And of course, this is going to be an absolute failure because the SJW see this as their almost like a rally flag in a way, this book. And of course, in some ways, it kind of is. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of it anyway. I mean, but nevertheless, it is a very popular book. But he is kind of a cuck. He gets tossed
Mm-hmm.
around, thrown around, raped around all over the place, doesn't he?
Yep.
He's a soft little soy boy, is what he is. And they're going to have a lot of fun with it. So more power to him. You know.
Oh man, it's gonna be brutal. What they did to Runaways was just terrifying. So I'd hate to see how this turns out.
Yeah, it's too bad too, man. Because Runaways could have been a really cool TV show.
Mm.
The concept
Yeah,
is
I
really
love the
neat.
comic. The
Yeah,
comic was so much fun. That show it's depressing and it's filled with social justice language. It's bleh.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what's worse, that one or Sabrina? Ooh,
Ugh.
No,
dude.
talk about Sabrina.
Well, because when my daughter was little, I don't know if it was the Nickelodeon or the Disney Channel. I'm not sure which one. But she used to
Uh,
watch this show, live action show of Sabrina.
UPN,
Okay.
which
But
which went over to ABC. Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
she liked it, and
Mhm.
it's a cool little girl character. I mean, it's perfect for a young lady to watch, right? And so of course we saw Sabrina because we saw her watching it. Like I said before, I always pay attention when my kids are watching, right? And so I've seen Sabrina before, and I thought, oh, it's fine, little Disney-esque sitcom, right? But we watched that. Wow, dude, that is a train wreck. What a train wreck. I couldn't even get through the
Right.
second episode, man. I barely got through the first one. It was really, really bad. Liam Gray says, please, please don't get me started on Runaways. Yeah, huh?
Mm,
March Hare says, I read most of why, but honestly, it's not Dark Knight Returns or Watchmen or Mouse. Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Mouse was pretty good. I
Well,
like that one.
not
Yeah.
everything has to be of that
No,
quality, but I get what you mean.
yeah. Well,
The
anyway,
concept was awesome, but
Hmm.
yeah.
the ending it crashed and burned in my opinion.
Well, you knew they were going to
And
end it like that, though. You knew they were going to do something silly like that, though. I knew from early on that was going to be what they did.
Hmm.
We got a
Hmm.
chicken
yeah,
Sith in here. Ooh, sweet. I've always wanted a chicken Sith.
Who's Chicken Sith?
I
I
don't
like
know,
Chicken
but
Sith.
it's a cool name, Chicken Sith. Hey there.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to blue, blue wig, how done are you with the manufactured Ringo drama? Um, Ringo drama. Oh, that's that thing you were talking to me about earlier, Denali, with Mike Miller. That's
Oh,
the
is that what we're
ring.
talking about?
That's what the Ringo drama is, right?
I don't know. He said blue wig, so it could be something. It could be the Renfamous
Oh,
thing,
maybe. I don't know.
but there's too many blue wigs. We can't tell which
Hmm.
one. It's a sea of
Can't
blues.
can't tell them apart.
Yeah, we're starting
Chester
to
is a
become blind.
helicopter parent. No. Chester is a responsible parent, Joshua. You could learn from the Chester.
He's been a very good daddy to me.
I have. And all he has to
Hmm.
do
Hmm.
is wash my feet. That's it.
That,
Easy,
that's
easy.
that's all.
Like the
That's
old
all.
biblical times.
Yes, yes.
Yep. Yep.
Well, Booster is a Jeebus character for sure.
I am Jeebus.
Let's move
Booster
on here.
Jeebus. Booster Christ.
Go ahead, Denali. It's another one from CBR, but at least this one makes more sense.
Star Wars: The Mandalorian tone will be closer to the original trilogy to try to win back to some of the older fans that actually paid money to watch the trilogy, and none of the non-existent new fans that don't pay anything because they don't exist.
Mm.
I
Well,
Yeah.
ad lib a
well,
bit.
the thing about that though, Denelli, that's pretty interesting is, Star Wars is kind of universal, right? Star Wars has the original has aged really, really well. You have generation after generation literally have picked it up, watched it, and made it something, took it into their heart, right? So what that means
Right,
is the original New Hope, which wasn't called that originally, but the Star Wars, actually is a kind of a timeless show. Therefore,
Hmm.
that means that they've captured something that's within the human psyche that makes it so. Therefore, trying to follow that feel and get a hold of that original one would be good for you because, as I said, it's eternal. So stop with the nonsense and go back to what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
well, which is kind of funny because they're giving more promotion to the Mandalorian than they are with Episode 9. And most likely, because we didn't see the trailer for Super Bowl, which was kind of rumored to say they were going to do that. In the end, they didn't do it. And I'm thinking that Disney might be seeing that the latest episode come December is going to bomb like crazy and they're going to lose money over it,
Probably will.
which is not surprising.
Yeah.
And you know what the thing they're probably going to do again is going to be saying, "Oh, Star Wars fatigue. Nobody wants to watch so many Star Wars because it dilutes it." I'm like saying, and you know what?
Are we talking about the same thing as the Marvel fatigue? Because that isn't happening.
No.
People like
Right,
to talk about Marvel fatigue, but those movies are still making billions. So
Yep.
right,
where's the fatigue, boys?
yeah. So how can your Marvel division make money and keep pumping movie after movie, and Lucasfilm, which suppose made the whole structure that Marvel is actually following, be losing money for you?
Mhm.
Gee, I wonder what the difference is.
Well, in this article, they are talking to Watiti, the guy who did
Yes.
Ragnarok. Now, I
Thank you.
wasn't a huge fan of Ragnarok, although I'm in the minority because I've seen people absolutely love that movie. But
Hmm.
for me, Watiti has still got to show me he's got something. So I'm looking forward to see what he does with Star Wars. I guess he's the dude
Oh,
doing it.
I can
Yeah.
point you in the direction of a couple of Kiwi films he's done.
Like what?
Yeah.
Hunt for the Wilder People. Have you seen that?
Nope.
And What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, I love that movie, dude.
Yeah, that's
I
him. He's one of the
love.
vampires in that as well.
Oh, so he needs a comedy setting. That's why Ragnarok
Yeah,
felt so goofy. Oh, I
yeah,
Yeah.
see, I see.
exactly. Yeah, there
And
were
it's
one few too many gags in that movie, especially with like someone just falling over. I remember when Bruce Banner, right? He's in that plane and he jumps out to go land on the wolf, right? And I remember
mhm.
thinking, okay, he's going to land on the ground like splat as Bruce Banner, and everyone's going to look at him like he's dumb, and it's going to be awkward silence. And just like that, it happened. Just like that, it was getting really predictable. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Other than that, no, I enjoyed Thor Ragnarok quite a bit,
Yeah.
but I understand why people
It
wouldn't like
was
it.
more of a comedy. If you watch it as a
Yeah,
comedy than an action adventure,
it was
then it
goofy
makes
as
more
hell.
sense. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
I'm
that explains a lot to me, though. I get it now.
speaking of which, don't we have a story on Waititi turning down Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3?
Yes.
We do, and I'm going to get to that momentarily. But yeah, March Hare agrees with me. He hated Ragnarok. I did not like that movie. The thing
Hmm.
that really, I mean, there were some good pieces in it. I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's a horrible movie. It's not. It's just kind of sitting there like at around a 5 for me. But the thing that really ticked me off about that story was Valkyrie, which I had no problem with it being not looking like the one in the comic book. It makes perfect sense. There are more than one Valkyrie. I had zero problem with that. But the problem was she's a villain. She's caused the death of how many people? We have no clue. Lots of people
Yeah,
have died at her hands, and yet all of a sudden she's going to be the hero. What?
I
I
love that. Oh crap, what was Thor's sister's name? Evil Queen Lady.
Hella.
Hella,
Hello.
I thought she was awesome.
She did a good job. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like
Well,
that scene where she's just
Kate,
taking down soldiers. That shit was cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
god dang.
it is
Oh,
Kate Blanchett, so she's an awesome actress.
true. But then
Hmm.
again, in the same breath, they went
Hmm.
through the Heroes 3 like nothing and just dropped and murdered him without any
Dude,
kind of response
I,
or nothing.
I
It was
loved that.
ridiculous. No, that
I loved that
sucks,
because
dude.
no, I hated those characters. They ruined the Dark World for me. So I was so happy that they just got killed off just like that.
All right.
Good
Uh,
riddance.
And one of
You're
them
not a
was
true
happy
comic book fan then.
because they became Captain Marvel.
No, I just don't care about Thor comics.
Okay, fine. All right. All right. I'm going to remember that. I'm writing that down, dude. You're on the
Write it.
list.
Do it.
You're on the
Do it.
list. Cat R says, "What We Do in the Shadows" is my favorite. That movie was really cool. I love that flick.
It's a very fun movie. That you know what? Just to put something else on your list, put Hunt for the Wilder People down on there. That's a movie for
Okay.
you to watch.
All right, I'll check it out. As I really love that other one. And now that I'm connecting that movie to Ragnarok, it
Mhm.
makes a lot more sense now.
You know, White Titty was Korg in Ragnarok, yeah.
Yes, I know, and I hated that character. Yeah.
I loved him. He was so funny to me. He was Kiwi as.
Yeah, and where I'm not a Kiwi. You do understand that, right?
Oh, all the Kiwis love that character. That we thought he was crack up.
That's cool. I'm glad you guys found a little hero somewhere. You needed one.
We do.
Joshua says, "I didn't take itself seriously enough, in my opinion, but I enjoyed it." Yeah, no, it
Well,
didn't. But I mean, like I
well,
said, I don't hate the movie. It's just, man, it's really
Chester,
not my favorite.
Chester, isn't
Hey,
it
bro,
funny that
as you can see, I'm made of
who's your
rocks.
favorite character to squat? Rockman.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What you talking about, Denali?
A hobbit likes a Rockman.
Hobbit likes a
Oh
rock
my,
man, a
oh
squat
my
rock
god.
man. Uh,
Yeah.
E. Ortiz is in here. He says, "Whoa, look at all these nice people. Hello, all. Well, hello to you, Jimmy. It's always happy to have you in here, man." Argos Creation is here, and he says, "I like the heavy Kirby influence in the set and character design." Oh, okay, I'll give you that. I mean, there was a lot of good pieces. It just, anyway, I will beat that to death. EJ Mork says, "I didn't hate Ragnarok, but the light comedic tone was disappointing."
Yeah, bro.
Cat is saying
I
hello
was
to Ortiz, of course. Joshua says, "I thought Hela was supposed to have a glowing magic staff. Does she only have knives in the comics?" No, they changed it, but they changed a lot of stuff. You know,
Pixel got the best line there. Piss off, Ghost. Oh, he's freaking gone. Oh,
yeah,
bro, I
yeah.
love Korg.
yeah. Piss off, Ghost. But the actually, my wife and I saw the because it was on Netflix. We saw the Ant-Man and Wasp for the first time last night. It wasn't as good as the original. I love the original Ant-Man. They should have just called that movie Wasp. I don't know why they didn't just do that. That's what they wanted to do, which would have been fine. I just think it was a little flat compared to the first one. It did show me it's interesting information because it lets me understand, I think, more what I'm going to be seeing in the end game. But have you guys seen the Ant-Man and the Wasp? What did you think of that one?
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, yeah. But
The
It was one of those movies I
you
just
know
didn't bother to watch. I didn't care.
the whole movie was unneeded. The only relevant part was the last 2 minutes of the movie where he
well,
goes
that's
to the
true.
quarantine.
Yeah, that's true.
That's basic. That's all they needed to show for what happened to Ant-Man. Bam! They could have stuck that on.
That's true. But the reason I mention it is because we're talking about did Hela just use knives in the comic book? And the point is, in Ant-Man, they completely changed the story from comic book. It's not even close to the comic book at all. It's completely removed from comic book canon actually. But it is a movie. I have patience with that. I guess some people don't. March Hare is still expressing his absolute disgust and hatred of Ragnarok. You go, dude.
Oh, bro, what a Ragnarok did to you?
Yeah. And you got all these Korg love, and of course, Pixel, his quote. EJ Morg says, "Compromise the epic nature of Planet Hulk storyline." They did, dude. It would have been cool to see that, but they made that decision. Chicken says, "In honor of Booster's appearance on D&Q last week, the topic of this week's fan edition just changed to the Warriors 3." Yep, Thank you very much.
And
I'm doing it, dude. I'm doing it.
as I said to them, I'd like to see the Warriors 3 dead because they suck.
Well, there you go.
Oh, you're gonna
Uh,
get me doing a Kiwi accent the whole stream
I
if I
know,
keep this
dude.
up. Bloody hell!
That's all right. But
I'm straightening out my vocal cords. Oh yeah, yeah,
Disney
bro.
is never going to get the Hulk right. Maybe not, dude. 26 people and only 13 likes. Well, dude, I'm very happy to have 26 people in here. Thank you guys. And I'll come back here and try to catch up with the
Yeah.
chat here in
We
a
better
minute.
get back on
But we
topic.
need to move on here.
Yeah.
Right here. Go
Hey.
ahead, Denali.
FX Legion to end with season 3. Well, makes sense because spoilers, Legion has become evil.
Well,
That's been a great show so far, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Anyway,
I liked it quite a bit.
I thought the season 1 was better because they had way more psychological horror, and that was good fun. What they could pull off with that. And season 2 had a really great performance for the guy who's playing the human version of Farouk. I loved him. He had like this menacing smile. He had a great accent. I thought it was cool, but there wasn't as much psychological horror in the second season. And it ended a little uncomfortably for me, but that's me.
The second season ended uncomfortably. Why?
There was a certain episode that kind of straddled the line of what was tasteful and not tasteful.
So spoilers. If you don't want to hear, if you haven't seen the end of season 2, but you've had a year, so catch up. If you hear about this stuff, though, our main hero, the guy who's been built up to be a hero for about 2 seasons, right, ended up borderline raping a girl, yeah, causing sexual assault, and it made me quite uncomfortable for that to happen to the guy I've been kind of rooting for the whole time to cross that line. Wasn't cool.
Okay.
But I suppose now he's going to be a villain for season 3, and a lot of the characters that they want to kind of replace as the hero, they're not as fun characters. The girl that's been playing this guy's love interest she is so bland.
Right.
But this guy, the guy playing Legion, and Aubrey Plaza, fantastic. Love them every time they're on screen.
No, I like this series quite a bit. Maybe I haven't seen season 2. Is season 2 where it ends and he gets sucked into this little ball and it goes flying off?
No, season 1, just.
Oh, so I haven't seen season 2. I have to go watch it. I like the season 1
I
though. It
just
was
spoiled
pretty
it
cool.
for you. No, season 1's fantastic. It's spectacular beginning to end.
It is. March here is professing his love for Ant-Man. He's seen it 3 times in the theaters. I loved it too, dude. It's interesting. My wife was like, but I love that movie. Most people seem to be about Ant-Man though. Nick W. dug Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's cool. Black Wolf Senpai. Ooh, it was sad. That's a good name, dude. Black Wolf Senpai. Argos Creations saw Ant-Man and the Wasp on Netflix this weekend. I gave it a C+ for a Marvel flick. Yeah, I say that's fair. Picture Trader says Ant-Man and Wasp exists. The movie showed that someone can survive in the quantum zone, and I imagine it will be used in the next movie. I'm sure they will. They're always making those kind of connections. They're quite clever about that. Argos Creation says, hi, JP and Cat and Pixel. Oh, he's just saying hello. Disney has made the Hulk into Curly Howard from the Three Stooges, and not the force of nature he is. Well, yeah, we got some good fight scenes from him, and Thanos beating him down was cool. But I get what you're saying, dude.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it.
And unfortunately, we'll never get a Hulk solo movie because it's tied up with Universal. That's why they had to stick Hulk with Thor and the Avengers together.
I don't think we'll ever get a real characterization of a really good presentation of how tragic of a hero Hulk is, because Bruce Banner is a tormented man.
He is, yeah.
The best storyline was Planet Hulk, which they kind of ate.
Yeah, they used that for, kind of wasted it for Ragnarok, huh?
They did, yeah. But Puny God, that was a good scene. I like that. Gary Shipman is in here. Hello, Gary. Nice to see you, dude. I
love Korg. He loves Korg.
I'm glad everyone loves Korg. I wasn't a huge fan, but everyone's just saying hello and stuff like that.
Korg is good ass.
All right, fine. Next.
World Star Revolution, Chester. Win this Chicago comic shop for $25. So basically, Chimera's comic is offering one of their stores for $25 entry fee, and you got to write an essay to say why you kind of deserve the store and what you're going to do with it, and kind of show, how, your passion for it. And if you're the lucky winner, you'll get to own a comic bookstore.
Well, that means there's debt involved. It's definitely debt. This is a trap. Why would they be doing this? $25 to enter a contest, and then you can take over a comic book store. Is this not an odd way to find a manager? It's odd. I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Dave Peruk says spot on with the assessment of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Chester. I love Paul Rudd's dry sense of humor. I love that movie, dude. I think it's one of my favorite Marvel flicks, actually. I think people just don't get it. But that's all right. March Hare says Bill Bixby will always be Banner to me, Chester. Yeah, that was a really good show, but that's also of a time. If you go back and look at some episodes, which I've done in the past few years, they don't age very well. But it's very good nostalgia for those of us who grew up with it. Nick W says, Chester, what do you guys think of Captain Marvel's new trailer? Is there another new one?
Oh my God, there's another new one. Huh?
Yeah, it was through the Super Bowl. Kind of.
Oh my God.
Threw up a little bit
I'm gonna have
in my mouth.
Find that. Let's go find that.
No, I don't want to see the monster.
I'll kick off the show. I'll find it.
Okay, you do that. No, because I have to play it on my side, dude. That's all right. This is like kind of a weird little non-story. It's interesting. Let's move on to the next one. You guys talk about this a little bit, and I'll go find it. Go ahead.
Sure. Marvel's new Guardians of the Galaxy is already a hit. So basically, as people may be aware or not aware, they rebooted the Guardians of the Galaxy with Ghost Rider, Nova, Black Panther, and some other characters that it's not coming to mind. I'm like thinking, but I don't hear a lot of buzz with the new Guardian of the Galaxy lineup. So how can it be already hit if it's not like selling so well? Where's the buzz about it? Of all the websites I've been looking throughout, you're like the only one that mentioned that's already a hit. Oh wait, Screen Rat, you're part of CBR and owned by the same company, CBS. So of course you're gonna say that. Boom. Yay.
Yes, my family loves Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. But there's been a lot of nonsense, and it's certainly lost some of its luster, so we'll see how that goes. But I don't know why you would suggest something as a hit already when we have no clue who's even going to run the damn show.
No, it's silly.
It is.
It's just really trying to make sales for a comic that's going to fall flat on its face.
Mm-hmm. Well, I did find something else that would be more fun. So let's do this. All right, here we go, guys. It's trailer time.
Yay!
No. Here we go.
The pain.
It's going to be awesome. All the other trailers sucked really, really bad, but this is going to change the tide.
This one's going to be the best. It's the best you'll ever see.
Show these boys how we do it. You ready?
My boys.
Higher, further,
Stupid
faster,
boys.
Baby.
Boys are the boys.
Higher.
Girls rule, boys drool.
Further.
Speaking of boys, she looks like one.
Faster.
Or do we at least get one more punch to Grandma's face, please?
Maybe, please. I wish you were a little more physical. You had more of a physical presence,
Try to keep up.
Oh yeah, try to keep up.
Oh.
Captain Marvel. Oh, okay.
Oh, what was that little...
Okay, let's watch the Metro Exodus one, because that would be better, actually. Let me watch that again. I'm going to watch that again.
There's a little controversy
About to
with
show these
Metro.
boys how we do it.
Yeah, there is.
You ready?
Yeah.
Higher, further,
Oh my
faster,
God.
baby.
That was what was that face? We're gonna have to pause on that part, Chester. We have to do a deep analysis of that particular face.
Faster.
Not back there. Not back there. when she does the
Faster,
try to
baby.
keep up.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
This
The
one?
one where she's in.
No, no, no. Oh, look, a nice little toothy smile.
It is
I'm talking about
Toothy
later
Smile.
on in the trailer, Chester, when she says try to keep up.
Okay, but this one, she looks like this other lady looks like an alien in this pause. She's like an alien teeth coming out.
Oh,
She got to kill us.
She's the cat. She's the cat.
Oh, she is. Maybe she is. Ooh,
Yes.
no shoulders.
Spoilers.
Big head. Big head, no shoulders.
Faster.
all right.
Where am I gonna stop it? You gotta tell me.
Wait for it.
I'm waiting for it.
Wait for it.
Now.
Try to keep up.
There it is. That's it. That's the one I wanted to have a deep dive into. We have to analyze all of the emotions brewing from the scene. Okay, Chester, you are the Brie Larson whisperer, I believe, self-professed.
I am.
Brie Larson whisperer. I want you to tell me what is happening in this scene. All right.
Well, I think right here she's constipated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not something we should put on screen.
That is Brie Larson's constipation. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely. I'm 100%
That's
positive.
uncomfortable.
It is uncomfortable.
Okay, what about her forehead?
That
What
is-
is that saying?
It's saying it's shiny, and someone should have come on and put some of that
It
theater
is.
powder on there. That would have been good.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is a forehead. That is a
J-Pod City says, obviously a smiling stunt double.
Chester. I gotta say, her receding hairline is making me feel bitter about mine.
Wow. I don't really care the way she looks per se in that respect, but there is an interesting right here. Oh, let me go. Right here. Okay, go ahead. Now let's take a look at this right here. Yeah. Now, big head, no shoulders. They've actually padded these shoulders. These are actually padded shoulders. Then
Oh,
it
man.
still looks like big head, no shoulders. It's like, wow, dude. I mean, wow, dude. I mean, you see what I'm saying?
This is brutal.
She has no
They're like-
physicality. Is the problem? We need a little physicality.
I keep going on. I know I keep banging on about the way she looks, but the movie itself doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look like it'll be an overly bad.
Look at the guy. They're like, really?
I'm sure it's going to be filled with absolute girl power crap all over the place. Other than
It
that,
might.
if we're talking from an objective standpoint, it's probably going to be a serviceable Marvel film.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting some comments here. So the new Captain Marvel trailer was the worst yet. I don't know that the second one was pretty cringy. Dennis Brock says, already bought my tickets to Captain Marvel. I'll give it a try. In Endgame, I'm counting on Tony Stark saying, "New girl, you're on the B squad," and we see her no more. It's not happening, dude. It's quite the opposite. She's going to be putting
Yeah.
Tony on the B squad, I'm sure. Jimmy Ortiz says, Chester can't keep up. Dude, I most certainly can keep up. What are you talking about? I am the
Because
king of
women
keeping up.
rule.
Yes, sir.
Boys don't know what they're doing.
Joshua Hughes says, I mean, she knows some emotion in it. Okay. And then higher, further, faster, cringier. Hey,
Yep.
did the Switch get Xbox Live? What does that have to do with anything, Jimmy?
Basically, the previews had the Switch with the Xbox Live logo on it. Yes, the Switch in the near future will be getting access to the Xbox Live. That's one of the things that Microsoft is partnering up with Nintendo. So you may be able to play your account like the Xbox on your PC. You can stream. You can do it with your Switch. So that's part of the cross-play things. So
That could be cool.
Well, I did notice that in where I've stopped her here and she's standing up because she's who she is. This dude over here, the black dude in the middle over here, this guy over here, that guy. He's got your eyes closed, man. You got to keep your eyes closed. We're filming, dude. We're filming, dude.
Oh,
what are you doing?
that is a stinker if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's not happy. He's not happy. Willie Reed says, those are cat and heat eyes. Well, I stand corrected. Rose Grecian says, got to give it to her. Forehead shines. Meow. That's a 5. That's a 5 head. I don't know what that means. Thank you for confusing me, Pixel.
It's more than a forehead.
A 5. Oh, wow. No. Chicken says, higher, faster, further, squeeze it out now. Exactly. Constipation, like I told you. EJ Morg, it looks to me like a come hither and pick an orifice look to me. Just saying. All right, cool, dude. Maybe I'm not the be all end all of whispers of the brie. I don't know.
That's my favorite kind of woman.
Yeah, well, dude, if it's
Wow,
alive with
wow.
a pulse, it's your kind of woman.
Oh yeah, exactly. I like ones that talk to me.
Yeah. J-Pod says, will the person who left the Mohawk helmet in the men's room please stand up? Yeah, dude, I hate that look. But I mean, of course we're just having a joke because not only is she look so odd in a lot of these things, we know when she's in her private life, she's just talking nonsense all the time. She's kind of a mean, nasty thing, right? So it's kind of like fair game to pop at her. But in the end, it might be a good movie, I mean, for all we know, right? Um,
Maybe.
Nick W says, "Ooh, there's
I
also
doubt
a new Endgame TV spot." Chicken Sis says,
it.
"For
Ooh.
all the crouch, sit to stand, she does. You'd think she'd have glutes. You'd think." But then again, I've talked about this before. Very rarely do we see hardly any of these starlets in Hollywood actually put themselves into any kind of physical shape to do a role. See, the men have to do it, but the women, I guess, they get a pass, which is one of the things that makes me appreciate Gal Gadot even more. Let's talk about her for a second. Now, when Gal Gadot was put in the role to be Wonder Woman, everybody was like, yeah, we've seen her act right in Fast and Furious, and she's pretty horrible, and she's bone skinny, right? And those things are
Mhm.
true. They weren't mean. They're true. She was not a very good actress, and she was bone skinny, pretty face, right? But that lady went out, buffed herself up. Maybe it's not as big as it should be. Wonder Woman should be much more physical, have more physicality, right? But she did. You could see the hard work she put in. She worked her butt off, and you know what? She learned how to act too. So I respect
You
Gal
know what?
Gadot, man. She went out
Gal
and
Gadot
did
is
her
Wonder Woman.
job, huh?
Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman.
Yeah, she did her job, dude. So claps for her, man. Good for you.
Yeah.
Take your
Because
job seriously,
everyone
right?
doubted her. I know I did. Out
So
of
did I.
everyone in Justice League that was being cast, because there are a lot of terrible casting decisions. Jesse Eisenberg. Uh, but Gal Gadot was the one I probably doubted
Yep.
the most, and she was the one. She turned out to be my absolute favorite part of both BVS and her own solo movie. So hooray, Gal Gadot.
No, I agree. Dennis Brock says, Chester, is that her constipated look again? It's kind of her standard look, to be honest with you. Good evening. Hey, I guess Model 3 is leaving us. Jimmy Ortiz says, confirmed, Chester is a starlet, never in shape. Yep, that's right. I got a shape, dude.
We're a bunch of divas on this
I
panel.
have a shape. Uh,
hmm
but all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here and shut this off, and I'm going to take this over to the other side, and I'm going to find the
It's
end
Saturday.
game one. And whilst we're doing that, you guys are going to talk about our next story. Ooh, ooh. Go ahead.
What is
Yep.
this? What is this?
Warner.
Denali, tell me.
Yeah, Warner Media shuts down Machine and lays off the last remaining 81 employees. The entire YouTube channel wiped clean, right? Because it
What?
wasn't making any money.
Machinima's just gone?
Yep, wiped out.
And they
Ah.
did it in a very assholish way, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a shame. Machinima's been dickheads for like a decade now. It's been an open fact. They just kind of pick up little YouTubers, right, from their own channels. Like,
Yeah.
hey, come over to Machinima, upload your content here, right?
And we
and
will
you'll
own
get
it, by the way. And they
yeah,
own the
and they'll
content
own
you
it.
upload. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and pardon my language, but they've been pieces of shit for a decade now.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't stand Machinima. They just took content creators, right, got them to their own to their channel at Machinima, and they flooded their subscribers with so much content that these content creators' work never got out there. They did better on their own channels than they ever did at Machinima, but they had to sign these really sketchy deals.
Yeah. Real bad.
And so, good riddance.
Yeah, but the thing is, Machinima shut itself down, and they didn't give any of that content back to the creators. So those
Of
creators
course
have,
they would.
in some cases, years of content that they've created, and it's just been literally expunged. I mean,
Pretty much.
outrageous, man. Outrageous behavior.
So
Screw him.
So this is actually a really nasty piece of news,
It
But
is.
pretty much.
yeah, unfortunately. But I did find something, guys. Look what I found. I found it.
Oh, the next one.
The next one. Here we
Another
go.
trailer
Another.
for
We
us.
love trailers, dude. All right, here we go.
Love trailers. Love them.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's cool color too.
Oh, they're that Marvel Studios with the Thanos
Some
disappear,
people-
right?
Uh-huh.
Move on.
Uh-oh.
Where do we go?
It's Chris.
Bananas.
Oh, Chris Evans is sad that Trump didn't get erased by Thanos.
There you go. Nebula's there, and she starts doing
Oh.
He's alive.
Not us.
That's quite the scene.
Huh? Let me watch that again. I'm gonna watch that
That
again.
trailer sucked. Showed nothing.
The first one was really good with Tony
Some
sitting there, though.
people-
Huh?
Move on.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful. That was some
Okay, so
gorgeous.
Captain America's at a
Bananas.
AA meeting. All right.
Yeah.
Fix the
Post
ship.
dramatic. Suited up.
Ooh, he's got the shield back.
Not us.
Look at the little raccoon. Little raccoon. Okay.
I want more.
Yeah, that didn't really do much for me.
This did not quench my thirst.
No, it didn't. It didn't. Oh well.
Dennis
Anyway,
says Warner Media is run by John Stankey, who is one evil SOB. Knew him from my days at AT&T. And Joshua Hughes says, I learned this story from Pew News, YouTube's most trusted news show.
Absolutely. Pew News is 100% factual.
always, always.
Yes.
And
yes.
here's the one that was mentioned earlier. We have
Oh, bro.
Booster's favorite New Zealander, Kiwi bird here. And go ahead, Denelli.
He does have a habit of running his bloody mouth. Like,
You
Yeah.
think?
yeah,
Well,
I
Petey
remember
won't-
him saying. Sorry, I remember him saying in an interview once that on our New Zealanders racist as and our rivers aren't clean. It's like, why are you telling people this? I'm glad that the rest of New Zealand's like, shut up, Taki. We're not bloody racist. You're an idiot. We didn't really
Right.
bow down to that crap, And you go, oh, sorry, bro, we're racist as.
I'm sorry. Were you
Yes.
speaking? What
Yes.
did you say?
He said
I'm
racist
just saying
stairs.
Taika Waititi is a bit of an idiot
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean
and has
he's
a habit of
he's
running his mouth in interviews.
Oh, I see. So you're saying he's an SJW tool. Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes,
Right.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Go ahead, Denelli. What is this about?
So of course, it won't surprise you when he says he won't direct Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and says you should hire a director who's out of work right now, which is James Gunn on his Twitter.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
so nice. To be honest, though, now that I understand who this why Titty is,
White
Taika
titty.
Waititi.
it
It is Waititi.
It is why Titty.
White titty.
But now that I understand who he is, actually, I think Guardians would be a better fit for him.
It's perfect for him. It'd be perfect for it. But it's a shame he doesn't want to take it off, poor repressed James Gunn's hands.
Oh, yeah, it's funny that
Who's-
everyone is defending James Gunn except James Gunn. Joshua
Except
says, I
James
learned.
Gunn is gonna do Suicide Guardians too.
Oh yeah, no, he is, and it'll probably be better for it in the end because he's good at doing that kind of thing. Let's see. Dennis Broch says Warner Media is run by John. What is that? John Stankey.
Yep, read that.
Oh, you read that. Joshua says, I learned about the Machinima
Read that.
story. Read that. Thank you very much. ERT says, already been there, Captain America. And Dennis Brock says, Chester, look how out of shape Hemsworth was in that pic. Let's take a look. Yeah, no, he's way out of shape, dude. Just flabby everywhere. Yeah. Okay.
Disgusting. I say as I'm eating.
Disgusting. But this is a
Not
dude
take caring of his gluten.
well, he took the job serious, right? He put himself into Thor
Mhm.
shape. Good for him, right? But yeah, so all this means is Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is still in dead water. We have no one to run it. So, okay. Thank you, Waititi. Very nice, Waititi. I like saying his name now that I know how to pronounce it.
Taika Waititi. Oh my god.
White titty.
You stop being oppressive white males, you.
No, that's funny. Jay Patsudi says, "I like this photo where he is furiously deleting his Twitter history." Yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
looks like that, doesn't it? But no, I don't know. Whatever, dude. Next, here. Ooh, Mary Poppins. Denali. What
Yeah.
is this story
Oh
about?
no. Uh-oh.
A New York Times run opinion editorial implying Disney Mary Poppins is racist.
Oh, this is
So-
beyond stupid.
Mhm,
So before we continue with the story, let's take a moment, contemplate that headline,
mhm, mhm,
take a moment to laugh
mhm.
at the ridiculousness, and then we'll move on.
Yeah,
Do you understand why they're calling it racist, Chester?
I will in a second. As soon as how is your father says, I just heard white titty. No, so did I, dude. I'm with you. Um, all right. Anyway, why are they calling racist? Because they're morons. Mary Poppins
Scroll
is
up
a
a little,
classic.
Chester. Right here. See right there?
Uh huh.
Remember the chimney sweeping scene?
Sure. Yeah.
See how they have soot on their face?
Yeah. Uh huh.
They're implying that's some kind of homage to blackface
What?
and therefore racist.
No, you're
That's their
kidding.
argument.
There's no
No.
way. No.
This article
That's-
exists, Chester.
Because it has chimney suit on their face and they're black faced.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
yeah.
And,
Dennis
and,
Brooks says,
and
"Is
when
that
she
a picture
wipes,
of Dick Van
and,
Dyke with blackface?" Oh no, it's not. You can't
Absolutely.
be.
This is
You've
the
got to be kidding
horrific
me.
racism of Mary
Let
Poppins.
me read this here. The New York Times recently ran a classic 1940 film racist Polak Plenzer, who is an English gender studios
Studios? I think you meant
studies
studies.
studies.
John F. Trent, you can do better, bro.
Come on, dude. And Shakespeare professor. Okay, well now let me understand this. Polak Pelsner is an English gender studies and Shakespeare professor. Now hold on. English, gender studies, and Shakespeare's professor. Now English and Shakespeare go together, but why is gender studies in there? Linfield College,
Because
never
he's a
heard of it.
blue-haired retard.
Uh, Takes issue with the scene when Mary Poppins up a chimney and her face gets covered in soot and she doesn't wipe it off. One of the more indelible images from the 1964 films is of Mary Poppins blacking up when the magical
Blacking
nanny.
up.
Yeah, hold on, let me get through it. When the magical nanny, played by Julie Andrews, accompanies her young charges, Michael and Jane Banks, up their chimney, her face gets covered in soot, but instead of wiping it off, she gamely powders her nose and cheeks even blacker. Then, which was a joke, moron, then she leads the children on a dance exploration of London's rooftops with Dick Van Dyke's sooty chimney sweep, Bert. Uh, all
The
right.
only offensive thing in this movie is Dick Van Dyke's English accent.
Yeah, that is offensive. Yeah, that is true.
Yes.
Now, hold on a second. Don't, then Leopold Carr explains, "Don't touch me, you black heathen," a housemaid screams in Mary Poppins opening the door as a sweep reaches out his darkened hand. When he tries to approach the
1943.
it was, if that's hot, go the chimney, I should get out of the door. Yeah, okay. All right, Mr. Who? Mr. What's your stupid name again? Polak Pelsner. Yeah, why do you have a job as a professor? Now this irks me, because this is not even logical. You are a professor, therefore you need to base yourself in logic in order to do your job correctly. But yet you're actually trying to take this path, this direction. Oh my God, this is stupid.
Professor,
This
this
might be the
person
most
teaching
stupid.
people?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I mean,
apparently it's in Portland, Oregon. That explains a lot.
it does. We know that the West Coast is absolutely in apocalyptic times right now. But this is really dumb. This might be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard come out of the mouth of a so-called professor. I mean, oh, whatever.
that's why I said just take a good laugh at it.
Next, dude.
Or
Next.
else you just get too angry.
It's just dumb, dude. How racist is the author to think that? Yeah, no,
Oh,
this is a fair point. This is something we see all the time, guys. These people who get these progressives, we call SJWs, that get up here and make all their comments about racism, nationalism, sexism, homophobia, Islamophobia, which doesn't even make sense, etc., etc. They are the most racist, sexist people you'll run into, because they think that they are the white knight that needs to help these poor, pathetic people because they're too pathetic to help themselves. This is
Mhm.
racism. See, me, I expect the same out of everybody I see that I do myself. I don't care what color you are or what your gender is. You have to follow the rules and make the best of yourself as much as I do. And if you fail to do so, then that is your failure, not mine. But these people are just straight up racist and they're disgusting. But anyway, ooh, look.
Rejection.
Yeah, well, okay. But here we have Indicron, and they have their coming soon is up. Very nice. We have Ro, and we just talked to him the other day. We got Mike's Atomic Family coming up. Ooh, it's very nice. Let me see what else they got here. Now I know there's one missing here. Why is this one of them missing? I know there's one missing. Hold on a second. Let me read
What is
you.
this? The highly anticipated Tales from Beyond the Gate
Mhm.
by John Dillard Gaming the System
Oh,
and
I
others.
see. They have more than one set. Oh, I see. Well, that's a problem. I'm gonna have to talk Pixel about that. Get that fixed because that's not a good thing. He needs to have it. Okay. Well, it's a good idea though. Let me do it again. Reset it again. How many sets are coming up here? Oh yeah,
Why
here
don't
it
you just
is.
hit the
Many.
the yeah,
Mm-hmm.
why don't you just hit the upcomings and then you'll see all the set in one go.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay. We got Tales from Beyond the Gate, which of course we're involved with. Monster MD, which I thought was really cool. Necromancer, know nothing about it. Tales from the Stacks from Professor Geek. Boy, he's got himself a cover. Yes, he
It's looking
does.
very
That is a cover. Okay, that he's cheating using cheesecake. Cheating.
good. Mm-hmm.
All right, that's cool. He's
That
got a
is
nice
that's
little thing
absolutely
here.
cheating.
It is definitely cheating. But that's cool. It looks good though. That's a nice piece of art. Yeah, no, this is every time it does, it's showing new sets. And it's randomized too. Wow, I wonder now where's that upcoming page that where I can just click on that? Oh, it's here. Upcoming. There you go.
Yeah.
So we got Abductables.
Right on the
That's
top.
interesting. Atom Fist. Okay. Boy, Mike's Atomic Family looks good, huh? Although they look like they should be on a Star Trek bridge. Crushing Utopia, Shades of Betrayal.
Absolutely.
Ooh. We have Door Kickers. That's an interesting name. Fireball, Fight Your Soul. Foreign Agent. We have Joe King versus the world versus world's greatest average hero. Foreign Agent there. Lone Star, Soul of the Soldier. Is that part two?
Yes.
I
I
see.
guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the first one's Heart of the Soldier. This one's the Soul.
No,
of
it's
the
Heart of
Soldier.
the Hero.
Heart
It's
of the
Heart of the
alliteration.
Hero.
You see.
Yeah.
Heart of the Hero,
Alliteration.
then Soul of
Soul
the
of the
Soldier.
Soldier. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Loose threads.
SOS.
That's interesting. I don't know about this muscly lady, but it is what it is. Low. Okay, Monster MD. Once again, I love the concept on this. I really hope it's a good book. Necromancer, Tombstone Blues. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Night Dog.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Off-Worlder. This is Mike Barron, right?
Right.
That's
With
Mike Barron right there.
cautionary comics.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool, man.
And
Operation
Operation
Zephyr.
Zipper. We talked to the guy about that. That
Yep.
looks like a really cool project.
This is Richards, right?
Eric Winter.
Oh no,
Mhm.
sorry, no. This is
No.
Eric Weathers. Yeah,
Right.
That's
yeah,
yep.
yeah. No, that was the Wizard of Oz take. That is pretty cool. Rainbow Brute. Oh, look at the little boy sitting next to Rainbow Brute, with the skewered little beautiful little unicorn pony. Row Tales of War Campaign. I didn't know they were doing that. Let's see. That should be interesting. We got Tales from Beyond the Gate. Ours, Tales from Beyond the Stacks. Nice.
Mhm.
And US Assassin. Okay.
I
Like
just
that's been
got
done
Real
before.
American playing in my head.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Boy, look at that! Look at that lady on Tales from the Stack. Boy, he really. I'm gonna have to talk to John.
Mhm.
We need our Tales from Beyond the Gate needs a sexy
Yeah.
lady.
We need 60 ladies.
We got
We need
wizened
two 60 ladies on a 60 gate.
two sexy ladies. Yes.
And a sexy gate chest.
Yeah, well, instead we got wizened old John Dillard's face here as a gatekeeper.
Yeah,
But
that's not sexy at all.
no,
I don't want to have sex with John Dillard. That's weird.
it is weird. It is weird. But it of course is indicative of what we're doing in the stories, and I'm kind of wondering if he's actually going to have that. But I mean, it's cool, awesome. So this is neat. We got all these upcoming stuff in here. It's very very nice. Let's go to the campaigns. Valor of the Veteran. Ooh, Argo says. Benedict Yates says, I've played the realistic tactical one as well as the zany 80s ESC version. I don't know. They're talking about Lone Star 3, Mind of the Miller. Mind of the Miller.
No,
Door
Dennis.
kickers.
Lone Star 3, The Search for More Money.
Mm.
hmm
Anyway, these are the ongoing things.
That could have been the Cash Grab sequel name. Oh well. Rip.
Now these are all things that have been done or in demand and things like that. Boy, there's a lot of good
Yeah.
looking books though, man. Look at this cool stuff we got coming, right? Agenda looks really nice. Anchor Face actually looked pretty cool too. We got Asgard from Ben Jones looked really good. Asami, Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb. That's kind of a cool name, and it's got Kyung Lee's very very thick
Thick.
thick art. Elliot
Yeah.
Fernandez's book there. That's already out though. Black
Yep.
and White. Wait, I can't wait to get that. RT Bear, man. Black Forest.
Unfortunately, that's going to be delayed.
Well, yeah, it's all right. We'll get it. Though.
But it's going to be awesome art because he's redoing a whole lot. He's just redoing the whole thing. You might as well admit it. Instead of remastering.
That's true. Yeah.
Are they
Second
remastering
edition.
remaster?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but it's going to be
Yeah.
really cool. My RT Bear he's a literal living legend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's one of my favorite guests we've had.
Yeah, he is. John Dillard says no one wants to have sex with John Dillard. Oh, so sad. We got
Your
Mike
guest
Anger.
on.
We got Mike Angerhouse's Black Forest. Nice to hear he's out of the hospital. We have Brand from Antonio and Canaan White. Ooh, the mighty Canaan White. Blue Mamba, which is basically a softcore porn book. We have
Yep.
Case File Arkham. Brutus, the badass. Great art written by Nasser. Enjoy. Detective Dead.
Take that for what you will.
Yeah, take it as you will. Our very own Critias, man, and what a great piece of art he has right here.
That was
we have
cool.
James D. Anderson's Conflict, Claws Out, sweet. Earthbound, which that didn't look like it was doing super well, but people seem to really like the art style. Of course, Doug TeNapel, Dirty Doug and his Bigfoot Bill, Cyberforg, of course. Gary Shipman, our very own Gary Shipman, doing his. He's got a lot of stuff coming out, so that's cool, man. Just look at all this stuff. Graveyard from shit from John Malin, and we got Richard's Iron Sights, which I have that sitting behind me actually. Jawbreakers is coming, and we have it from inside sources that have know exactly what this book looks like. That this is going to blow us away. I'm hoping it does.
Ooh.
It's coming in bubble wrap, so there you go. Or shrink wrap, I mean.
Ooh,
So
nice.
there
I'm
you go.
excited for Jawbreakers.
Yes. Jungle Comics by Chuck Dixon and Kelsey Shannon. Awesome. Johnny Phantom, Lady Alchemy. That did pretty well. This one right here needed some work. We talked about that. Lone Star, of course. Sweet. Another one of Mike's here. A Mega 6-Gun Samurai Deal with the Devil. Huh? Model 3. Ooh, Ravage. That was good. Red Rooster, boy. I'm waiting for that, but we haven't heard a peep out of him, dude.
Yeah, sure.
What was the softcore
so.
porn book, Chester? Says, how was your father?
Blue,
Blue
I would just like a source on that, Chester.
Oh, hey,
curiosity.
We got a review copy of that. So we over here at Fanspeak have seen that entire book. Mhm. And if any of you other of you are brave enough to send us review copies, please do. We looked at these. Roddy Piper. Sweet dude. Stardust, Nasser, of course. Sovereign from Huerta. This right here, which I haven't heard much about stealing solo, but it was a clever little idea. Berserker Art,
Yeah.
Swarm.
Well,
I got the bull. It was good.
Yeah. So Stealing Solo is from the World Class Bullshitter, and they give an update in their channels, less so on Twitter and anything else. So if you want to hear their updates, go to their channels, and they're giving a reasonable update of where he's at with the books. Actually received your early Bird Special, which is a postcard saying Stealing Solo, a Captain's Parody coming soon. Postpaid late February 2019. So it's the early bird special for us. So that's what he sent us.
Sweet. All right.
Mhm.
Well, that's pretty much it for our show today. We do appreciate you guys all hanging out with us and giving your opinions and such. And yes, you're right, Nick W. Mitch has not updated in 2 months, but then again, I don't think he's behind schedule. He's not late, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So let
So
me see. Dennis says, has it started to ship Blue Mamba, or are you talking about Stealing Solo? If it's Stealing Solo, they're saying by late February of this, or by late this month, should be starting mail out. If you're talking about Blue Mamba, that's already been shipped and sent out months
Can
ago.
you get a new digital copy of that? You'll have to hit up Jim Hillis on Twitter to ask about that.
Yeah, I think you can. You have to go to a store for it. Awesome.
Benedict Yates says, "Looking forward to Friday Fan Speak." Well, thank you very much, sir. And of course, we love to have you guys here every day. It's always a lot of fun. Love interacting with the chat and having all you guys' ideas and informations and stuff. And keep in mind, you can always come up here on the show on this panel with us, dude. You can come up here and you can have your voice heard by everybody, even if you have a horrible voice. I mean, shoot, we let Booster on here. I mean, come on.
My voice is sexy, Chester. Come on now.
Well, it is. It's to those who are just easily distracted by foreign voices.
The ladies love my accent.
Hmm.
It's true. This is true news.
I guess it may be. But nevertheless, guys, we're going to definitely wrap this up. We thank you all for joining us today. Tomorrow is Tuesday, right? Yes, it is. It is Tuesday. And on tomorrow's show, we're doing Bugbear's Basement as usual, and we're going to do the board gaming tabletop simulator again. And we're going to be playing the Lords of Waterdeep, which is a really interesting game. I'm going to run us all through that, so don't worry about the rules and stuff. But if you want to check them out and understand the game, then go do that. Just keep in mind, everybody, that if you want to be part of the tabletop simulator show we're doing on Bugbear's Basement right now, you can do that. All you have to do is go to Steam and download Tabletop Simulator. It's like $20, not even $20, and it has literally thousands of games on it, free.
Tens of thousands.
Yes, no, it's ridiculous, and it's one of the best $20 I've ever spent. As far as because I'm a board game fan though, so from that's from my point of view. But do you need an account? Yeah, you got to be on Steam. You got to download it. You got to pay for it. You got to make an account. It's all a bunch of pain in the butt, but it is what it is, dude. But
the more players we can get on here, the better.
Yeah, dude, because it'll be fun. You can.
There are some games with a lot of players that I would love to try out.
Yeah, no. The Hitler one too. You were really looking
Secret Hitler.
Secret Hitler. Yeah.
The Hitler one. That sounds so bad.
Well, no, it's a very popular game. It's fun. People like that game.
It is as well. Yeah.
But you guys can join us on the panel and play with us, or you can just be in the chat and play too, because that's a separate software that'll be running. But we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to do Lords of Waterdeep. We're going to show that game there because I want to show different types of games. Right? There are some really fun party games. You can just sit back and laugh at how stupid we're being, and those are fun too. But I want to show the different things. Last week we played Splendor. Splendor is basically a set collection game in a way. But you're collecting gems is what you're doing, and you're using them to buy stuff. But Lords of Waterdeep is a worker placement game. So it's a different style of board game. And if you guys who play board games know that, then you understand what I'm talking about. But it's one of my favorite worker placement games, and it's also got a great D&D theme sitting on top of it. So that's really cool. If any of you guys know what Waterdeep is in the Forgotten Realms, or Faerun. But there, my nerddom just showed. I think it's like my slip is out or something.
Put it away, Chester. Put away your nerdom.
I'm sorry.
It's flopping all over the place and stinking it up. Get it out of here.
I know. But we're going to do that tomorrow. No for FanSpeak. No, we're not doing that on FaneSpeak. That's a Bugbear's Basement. Bugbear's Basement is where we can experiment and do odd and weird things. Comic book reviews, maybe movie reviews, board game stuff, and whatever. That's why we kind of cut that out on the Tuesday, just for something where we could do whatever, and have fun with it. If you guys have suggestions and ideas, let us know, man. We'd love to get you involved. I mean, we keep saying this, but we do mean it. This is FanSpeak. You guys are welcome to come and do stuff with us, man. And I do encourage you, if you have the inclination, to go ahead and spend that $20 and get that tabletop simulator, because we can do a lot with that, not only in the programming here, but just on our own, dude. I mean, it's a lot of fun, sit and have fun playing a board game, and it works just like a table, huh, Booster?
Just
Yeah.
like one.
Yeah, it's really cool. But anyway, that's it. Now, Denali, do you know this coming FanSpeak? Do we have a set guest this week, or are we just going to be talking about normal industry stuff as we
Talking
usually
about
do?
our feelings.
We're probably going to be talking about normal stuff at the present moment. No guest has been lined up, but if it changes, we'll let you know. And it's going to not be this Friday; it's going to be this Saturday.
Saturday, that's right, Saturday. Yeah. And
So
we are always looking for new guests and stuff, and we got a lot of them people in the background that are going to be coming in, but of course it's scheduling issues, but yeah, I'm off Tuesdays. Well, dude, Chicken Sith, come join us, man. We'd love to have you on here. Down below is my links to Twitter and Facebook. Just tell me, and I will make sure you're on the show, dude. It's really that easy. It really is.
yeah,
But I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to let Denali take us out of here.
right. So remember, this Friday it's not going to be FanSpeak. It's going to be this Saturday because of Chester's work commitments to the Japanese government for his private school.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have
it back in.
Yep, we're going to have that Saturday. Next Saturday, the 16th, we're going to have Bunny Vision movie night, and we're going to watch John Wick Chapter 1. So join us for that. Tomorrow's Bugs Bear Basement at 8 p.m. Eastern, and as Chester mentioned, it's going to be the Tabletop Simulator. Wednesday is the Blacklist Universe Pro Edition of Drawn and Quarter. Thursday is going to be the fan edition of Drawn and Quarter, which will be on this channel. Have we decided who's going to be hosting on the fourth week?
No, but we're going to make that decision before then. I was actually thinking about John Dillard, to be honest with you. But if
we might have a juicy one. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
because we haven't made that decision, and John hadn't even spoken to me about it. I was just thinking in my head. But yeah, if Booster has an idea, if any of you guys have an idea, who would be a good channel to do that? Because what he's saying is, we do the fan edition here, the Drawn and Quarter fan edition here, is a standard place for it. But once a month, we take the show over to another channel to help promote them, and just have fun and build the community type of thing. It's a lot of fun. So Booster says you might have an idea. You guys let us know if you have an idea. John Deal is saying yes.
No, you're not allowed to, John Dillard. I forbid it.
All right, well, there you go.
Right.
We can't have it on Booster because Booster can't do any content until he gets 1 million subs. So that's done.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
It
I'm
is.
not going to lie to you,
Right.
Chester. It's a bit tough.
It is.
It's a bit tough to get subs from my channel, Booster Kiwi, at Booster Kiwi on YouTube and on the Twitter.
Well,
On the Twitter.
you realize
I'd like more subs and followers on.
we're still talking. We should let Denali take us
Yeah.
out of here. You realize that?
Yeah, you're not going to take us out, Denali.
Well, it's a lot of information to take out. But anyways, thank you for joining us. Hope to see you tomorrow. We expect for you guys to be there, but thank you for joining us. And as always, your perception shapes your reality. So always make it a good one.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Awesome. Later, guys.
Aloha.